Welcome to Workshop 3, Knowledge Theory. In the previous workshop, you explored how your family's capitals align and identified practical ways to strengthen them through intentional bridging. Now we'll focus on something that supports every one of those capitals: knowledge. Knowledge isn't a form of capital itself. It's the infrastructure that allows every capital to be preserved, shared, and strengthened across generations. Today's workshop has 4 parts. First, we'll complete a knowledge audit, identifying what knowledge exists today and where it currently lives. Next, we'll decide what to capture before that knowledge is lost. We'll then organise what you've captured into a system your family can actually maintain. Finally, we'll explore how to activate that knowledge so it informs future decisions rather than sitting unused in storage. Let's begin. Part A. Knowledge Audit. Start with the knowledge audit. Every family possesses knowledge that extends far beyond documents, stories, experience, relationships, business lessons, decision-making processes, family history, and countless insights that exist only in someone's memory. Ask yourselves, how many different places does your family's information currently live? Who holds the most critical knowledge? What would disappear if that person were no longer here tomorrow? What important knowledge exists only in one person's head? And what family stories have never been recorded? Every answer reveals something valuable, but it also reveals something fragile, because knowledge that exists in only one place, or one person, can disappear without warning. Once you've completed the audit, you'll find the first AI prompt. Use it to interview family members, draw out forgotten stories, capture life lessons, and transform conversations into written narratives that can become part of your family's permanent archive. Part B. What to capture. This quarter. Now decide what you'll capture first. The objective isn't to document everything, it's simply to begin. Choose one meaningful piece of knowledge your family will preserve before your next meeting. It might be recording your family's origin story, interviewing the oldest generation about the lessons they've learned, documenting where important financial records are kept, recording your family's investment philosophy, or refining your family mission statement. The format doesn't matter. A voice memo, a video, a written document, even a conversation recorded on your phone. What matters is taking action. Every piece of knowledge you preserve today becomes a resource that future generations won't need to rediscover. Part C. Organise your knowledge. Once you've captured something valuable, you need to make sure it can be found. Information without structure quickly becomes digital clutter. Choose one place where your family's knowledge will live. Whether that's Notion, Google Drive, OneDrive, SharePoint, or another platform isn't the important part. The important part is that your family agrees to use one primary system consistently. Next, think about how future generations will search for information. Folders are useful, but they're rarely enough on their own. Consider using simple tags, keywords, and consistent naming conventions that make documents easy to find years from now. For example, a founder interview might include tags such as #legacy, #wisdom, #leadership, or #business. A family meeting memo might include #family-meeting, #succession, or #decision. Where appropriate, consider assigning 1 or 2 of the 9 capitals to each document. A founder letter might be tagged #cultural and #spiritual. An investment policy could be tagged #financial and #intellectual. A mentoring session might be tagged #human and #social. Over time, these simple tags create a searchable knowledge network that both your family and AI can navigate far more effectively. You're not simply creating a document library, you're building an intelligent knowledge system that becomes more valuable every time your family adds to it. Finally, decide who is responsible for maintaining your system and how often you'll review it together. Remember, if everyone is responsible, no one is responsible. Good governance depends on knowledge remaining organised, searchable, and accessible long after it has been captured. Part D. Activate your knowledge. Finally, move to activate your knowledge. Knowledge that never changes a decision is simply storage. Think about a real decision your family will make over the coming months. How could past experience help inform that choice? What lessons has your family already learned, but isn't applying today? how will you ensure your family checks its knowledge archive before making important decisions? The objective isn't simply to preserve information, it's to make your family's accumulated experience part of how future decisions are made. Once you've completed parts C and D, you'll find the second AI prompt. Use it to review your organizing system, simplify it where necessary, develop practical governance habits, and suggest small actions that will help your family begin activating its knowledge immediately. By the end of this workshop, you'll have begun building one of the most valuable assets any family can possess: a living knowledge system, one that captures experience before it's lost, organizes it so future generations can find it, and activates it so your family's history continues shaping its future. Because knowledge doesn't disappear when people grow older. It disappears when families fail to capture it, organize it, and use it. When you're ready, continue to Workshop 4, Risk Theory, where you'll identify the vulnerabilities that threaten every form of family capital and begin building the resilience needed to protect them for generations to come.